Hey guys, how's it going? We are May 18th, 10:05 p.m. I had a power failure today, so I got my cuckoo clock set properly now, so I can actually read it. Um, so I had to do a little bit of real world checking up on things tonight. Well, actually, I had my son for an extra hour, so that was cool, but not gonna see him for another 5 days, but possibly. May see him on the weekend. I don't know what's going on. They don't know if they're coming or going. It's kind of strange. Um, so I'm going to assume I'm not. I'm scheduled to see him on the usual Tuesday again. So hence the Canadian long weekend begins as of or tomorrow evening, I guess. One more day of work. Get 3 days off. And then I'll repeat it again for the American because I get both of them off. So works good for me. Um, I should have lots of time. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's see what the weather's like for a minute. I'm just curious what's going on here. 26, partly cloudy. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, never mind my problems. Thunder showers on Sunday, so Sunday might be a day where I'm in. Other than that, it's not going to be overly hot. I mean, right now it's like 26 degrees. We were up to 30 today, but the wind was up. It was really nice. I'm not too sure how I want to go with this. Friday evening. Hey, tomorrow. I guess I'll wear my jacket again tomorrow. Getting a little cooler again. Not bad. Nice enough, but I'll bring my jacket tomorrow. So it's gonna cool down overnight quite a bit and just keep getting cooler. Cool. Alright. And seeing how it goes. So Sunday's gonna be the day. Alright, that's what I wanted to know. Not much change. So Sunday's gonna be likely. I'm gonna try and see how it goes, but the way it's looking right now, and the reason why I looked at that was as far as what I'm doing. Um, right now, from what I can see, I'm gonna have quite a bit of time to do a mock session tomorrow and even set up a little bit more. Tonight, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. I could go an hour and cut my losses, or considering that I can sleep in Saturday morning, I might just go ahead and stay up late again. I just kind of stayed up late last night, so I don't know yet. I have to think about that one. Um, Saturday's going to be one of these weird days that I could potentially do anything, but I will have time, give or take, at some point. Let me just take a look at this again. I'm definitely going to want to get out. I'd love to get the boat out. I've been dying to get my boat out in the water. I haven't done it in a few years. It's an inflatable boat, but I just want to, even if I just walk or take a bus and put my boat in the hockey bag that I have and little manual pump and just go someplace, get out on the water, that'd be really nice. Or I might do that on Monday since I'm off there. I'm not sure. Both days look somewhat promising, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might see my son Sunday Saturday at noon. I'm thinking, or not noon. Sorry, Saturday morning. So I'll wait and see how this goes. I'll find out more tomorrow, hopefully. If I don't hear anything, then I know nothing's happening. I told him. I said, if you're staying in the town and you're doing any karate or anything like that, let me know, because he might have company coming relatives or something coming to see him, or he might be going away. Nobody knows. It's just total misplanning. Usual crap. I plan ahead. I'm just trying like, okay, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. Anyways, enough of my family and weather issues. Let's get to business here. So, I'm gonna go right into the simulator. Actually, let me take a look at the data first and see what we've got. What the? Oh, never mind that. That's cool. I was wondering what that was. I actually, somebody gave me a link the other day. I didn't know what that was at first. I was like, huh? It was a website. I was like, oh, okay. Not the passengers. I want to take a look at the, blah, blah, blah. Which way do I want to go? I thought I had it in here. Is it the, no, it's industry, right? The first one. Okay. So, all we found was 6 industries up to Rome from Syracuse. But that's quite a bit of cars, so I'll show you how you set up these industries, and then we'll maybe do some tests, because I don't know how much we have in the system at the moment. If we still have a little bit more time, I might do a little bit of further exploring, because I think it's going to get a little busier. There's some more industries that I have to put in there, but we'll wait and see how that goes. Maybe I'll even add them to that or figure out what the hell's going on. So I'm just going to go into, I'm not going to load up the world. I'm just going to load up the route here. We'll take it from there. Now I want to go extra board. Blah blah blah. Don't care. It really doesn't matter. I'm old Selkirk terminal. We'll stay in the day. Do we want to go to daylight, or do we want to? Do we have any moonlight? That'd be really nice if we do, but I don't think we do right now. I don't see any. I see a bunch of clouds. The only way we'll know for sure is if we're out here and it goes completely dark. It kind of looks like we got some ambient light. Maybe not. It kind of does. I don't know. To me it does. But I can't tell. Well, let's go to Syracuse and find out. Do I want to go there? I don't know. I don't see anything. Okay, well, forget that. Let's just start off. The reason why I'm going a little darker is because, ooh boy. Wow. That's a little too dark. Well, that's sunset. I'll go a little bit darker than that. How about there? That's not bad. That'll work. Alright. Funky dory, as I like to say. It's foggy. That's why I can't see the moon. So I might as well start out with what industries we... What the hell? I went the wrong way. Okay. We'll try that again. Put those on. So this is... You You can go with whatever industries, and we don't have that many to go with. So you want to definitely, if you're looking to do a lot of serious switching, you want to add as many industries as you can. So somewhere in here, what I want to do is I'm going to look at two sources right now. I want to first see the map for Mohawk and see where we're at there, but first and foremost we'll start with the industries from the job. So Sevenson Chemical has 17 cement hoppers. Whereabouts is that? It's right at it's coming right up to it. So actually, we're right there. So that's that 1,610. Are we using that? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it should be coming up. Blue Circle Cement. Is that really there? What's that? Okay, I got the Fairgrounds sub, but what's this Blue Circle Cement? So what are they doing? I'm trying to figure out. Is this thing like even updated or what? That's back in June 2016. I thought I had an update here. I thought I saved it. Hold on a second. Because it says Blue Circle Cement, which makes a lot more sense to me than chemical. But then again, I don't know. Let me go to Run8 Depot and find out. I thought I saved it. I guess I didn't. Let me just download the latest and we'll go with that. So I'll do Mohawk 2. I'll close that for now. Save some resources. Even though I'd had just booted the computer recently. So now let's take a look at that and see if it's changed. If it's changed, I'll change the code too. So we want Mohawk 2. Well, there's a couple Mohawk ones here. Maybe that's what I did. I don't like that. So now it's Sevenson Environmental Services, which I already had, but you know, oh, man, I like the idea of Blue Circle Cement personally. It does go underneath, perfect. Okay, so what we want to do there. It seems to be able to take quite a bit on the. I mean, there's a loader here, or there's not a loader, but there's a platform here, but it seems to be able to take quite a bit of cars. What you know, this is one of those things where you're like, you can do the whole spur and have something remotely like moving around the place and slowly loading it up, I guess, or slowly unloading it, I should say. I think it was an unloader that I was doing. I'm just going to call it BCC. I'll change it. So I do have it loading. Wonder if I should have it emptying. I'm thinking it's going to be emptying now that it's cement. I wasn't too sure if it was chemicals because that's what the map said. So I'll have to pay attention to what this is saying and then adjust accordingly. But this is going to be BCC, so it's blue circle cement. Fact that it's emptying, it could be emptying with a mobile truck. It can be doing all kinds of things. So let me go ahead and add it. Oh crap! Go away. Oops. I'll turn that off. I was wondering why I was still doing that. Even an extra board, it'll just start loading stuff. Okay. So I know what I wanted to do. Before I do that, I wanted to check the Wayback Machine for a moment. Okay. I wanted to see the trains in this area here. 2001's fine. I don't know where we're at, but I wanted to go to the locals. So again, I'm going to go to the New York ones. The reason why I wanted to check this is trying to decide which ones I want to deal with. So we got Syracuse. I haven't seen anything. Well, there's Hudson. That's not the one. Baldwinski, Oswego, I don't think so. Styles, Baldwinski, Syracuse. I don't even know where some of those places are. Like Phoenix. Phoenix is further west, I thought. Well, that sucks. So it almost reminds me of would be a yard job. Oh, why is yard engines? Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now then. I'll just keep that out of there. And we'll figure it out later. So the actual yard jobs and trains, we can change that later, or we can type in Syracuse local or something so that we know exactly what that is. So we go in, and that's not where I want, is it? Nope. Go Control I. So I'm going to create a new industry, if I can remember the name. Yep, there we go. So the name is Blue Circle Cement. Industry is BCC. Local freight symbols. Now this is gonna. This will, like I said, this is the local freight symbol. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it Y Syracuse for now. Now this is gonna get interesting because okay, so it empties 17 cement hoppers, so that's easy enough. But here's where it gets interesting. When you go into two bay covered hopper. Okay. So again, I'm going to do a 72-hour it's going to empty of them, and I said 17. Okay. Now here's where it gets interesting. Is the tag. Personally, I honestly don't know what I want to do here. I haven't really thought too much about it. The only thing I do know is that it is going to go someplace. The problem with this whole supply thing is everything that goes out generally how would you say? Everything that basically is going out, or sorry, everything that's coming in is all coming from this one source. And the source that we're using right now is I don't know what the name of the spur is. I'm gonna call for now. I'm just gonna call this port sub because I'm thinking about using port sub as our basically our supply, and it's not going to matter as far as the only thing the sorting is going to be done is, and really it may not even be needed. It's just going to bring trains in. The only sorting will be by what the actual trains are. May not even need the hump, to be quite honest. Especially if everything's blocked the way it is. It doesn't have to be, but cement cars have trouble with the hump sometimes. I was noticing that. I was thinking of that, so maybe it might be better to avoid the hump. Let's just call it port sub. So everything's going to come in via the port sub. It's going to leave via the port sub. I know that doesn't sound very optimistic because you can make a lot of outbound trains and blah blah blah. I'm treating the priority more for the actual local switching as opposed to yard operations. I want to keep it basically on demand as to who's available to switch what and what trains for the time being until we get a flow and we know, what kind of demand we have and everything. So that's what I'm doing. But you can put in all kinds of industries. If you wanted to build trains, you can put in, AAA, comma BBB, comma CCC, or whatever. You can process them in blocks. What that's doing is it's basically saying everything here is going to the port sub, and it'll go eventually find its way wherever it's going as it's returning to the port sub. So it's basically leaving the local area. That's all that means. So when we edit the tracks, again, you can have a surplus of cars and then have a smaller area of actual unloading, which the capacity can stay up, but you can only unload in a certain area, or you can go ahead and basically give it as much as the area as you can. Oh, God. So I'm going to give it up to the signal bridge. Yeah, right there. So that's a good spot to give it, because once you're beyond that, it doesn't really matter. You don't want to go too crazy. And as you can see, this time of night is really good for being able to find the tracks that you need. Yeah, that's good enough right there. Click edit industry again. Everything is good, and that's done. And as soon as you escape, it'll save the it'll save it. So we changed that. Rock, Tennessee, Conagadated, whatever the hell it is. Okay. So that's naming it something else too, I think. I think it is. See, with Run8 Depot, I'm not too sure what the information or whatever it's getting as far as what's what, but so now we got cubicle steel. General, okay, Solvay paperboard, general, there's all kinds of different industries. Is these maps even? Hold on a second here. What's going on? Okay, that's... Oh, I see. So that must be... That's that one. So we want to go in Solvay paperboard. Rock, Tennessee, Conaga. So that had it as packaging. Take a quick look at this here. I'm going to say that that's probably General Chemical. But I don't know which one it was, because there's two of them. Ten tanks and 3 hoppers. That's going to be very difficult to make it under 600. Maybe it will, but nah, not really. That's really pushing it. It would be better suited for that 1020, but I can't remember which one's what, and I treated the whole thing as one. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, it's definitely not that that first one. So, well, that's interesting because the industry is opposite. Oh no, it's not. Or is it? No, I don't know. I'm confused. Well, guess what? I have to go in and find out what is what here. Let's try Google Maps and just see. What the heck? I didn't want to do that. Satellite, that's what I want. Although, no, let's go to the map first. Contrail? Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So it's going to be around the fairgrounds. Yeah, that's kind of what I got out of that. I saw the tank somewhere in here. Was that it? I don't know. Oh, there it is, right there. See, I got Chemtrade Solutions. What does it call it? I called it something else entirely. I saw the tanks, but oh, okay, there's the hoppers down here. And that says Berry Plastics. We don't have either industry. We have two different industries, but I don't know what that means. And I don't know if it's supposed to be something new, old, whatever the hell it is. So Run8's getting rocked. See there? Okay, that's what they called it. I don't know where Berry Plastics comes into play here, but I think that's what I was looking at. That's, I don't know. I don't know where to put it. So how about I go with Chemtrade Solutions and Berry Plastics, because I think that's what that's going to be, despite the fact that there's this big sucker here of something or other that we really don't have. Well, I should say that we do have something. Okay, so there's the one. There's the other. I missed those. Who knows what's in here? See, and you got the hoppers here too. So, whoa, you got all kinds of crap here. How come Google Earth didn't pick that up? Or maybe I was just asleep at the wheel or something, but man, that's pretty good. Google Earth has a different image. It did not have this. Which is interesting. Because that says 2017. I don't know what Google Earth is pulling from, but this had a lot more cars. Well, I'm really confused how I want to portray this here. See, now that's calling it allied chemical. I'm confused because this is where I don't understand what exactly are we looking at here. So they got it as NYSW yard. We see it as allied chemical. Now I gotta really take a look at this here. Are they talking this yard here? Can't be. Now that's the Finger Lakes yard. But it goes on past the control point and then it comes across. Never mind that. Goes on past the control point. It goes this way. What's all that? Lots of crap. Okay, Department of Water, that's not it. I'm lost here because I'm just following this, and I don't see. I see where all the tanks are, but I don't see where it actually does anything other than the stuff that we just saw. I can't believe it comes all the way down here for just that. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let me see here. Let's try this one. No. It might work, but yeah. Oops, helps if I spell it wrong. No. It doesn't know what allied chemical is. Maybe it used to exist, or it used to be called allied chemical, but or it's representing something that's a ways away, but see, there you got a yard and you got sidings and okay, alright, so that goes on for a bit and then it just dies. I don't know what to do with it, except do something with it, but it doesn't really make too much sense as far as the map, though. This map doesn't, it just doesn't match. Allied Chemical Yard is the NYSW, and this is probably an operation that Run8 Depot is using, so they're just... I know that there was little information at one time and they just went ahead and made stuff up, like Stuffle Bean Chemicals and stuff like that. Like that's, I don't know who that's supposed to be, but that's obviously what that's all about. And I think that was on the map, so we were okay there. Never mind that. How about we exit out that? So we've pretty much... I don't want the fairgrounds. This place pretty much... Did we get a name for that place? Maybe we didn't. That's okay. So you got Chemtrade Solutions, Rock 10 Company corrugated packaging, which does make sense. You got Berry Plastics. Let's see if we got some names for some of these places here. I don't see much. I just see this going on. Paragon Supply. Like this is just going into Syracuse, and I want to follow this though because I'm very curious if this is leading to something, or if this just goes on and on and on. Rock Quarry. tunnel. Interesting. I wonder how far this line goes. Well, it goes a very long ways by the looks of it. Back equipment. Imagine either NYSW or part of the Finger Lakes or whatever the hell this is. I'm not sure. Now we're into all kinds of stuff. That's interesting. This yard right here almost looks like the what that yard represents, right? If I was to do a satellite image, yeah, look at that, huh? Wow, that's kind of interesting. That's what the tanks reminded me of when I saw that. So it's actually representing something. So I don't know what to do, honestly. I've got a discrepancy of names here. I could use both these industries for what I think they are. I could also go ahead and, I'm not too sure about this track here, but it's very tempting. Because then that, that gives it a purpose, and then you can, because it seems like, I don't know what this is. Like, what do we got here? We got about 5,000 feet. In theory, although we're looking at 1,600, let me see what we got here. We got about 1,600. 1,600, 27, 20, 30, 3,300, maybe 3,700, potentially. That's kind of close to what this yard capacity could hold. So now that almost makes this yard potentially handle this kind of traffic. Having Allied Chemical, and then you got your tanks, then you got, then you can go ahead and do what basically that's coming to. Let me go back for a minute here. Oops, I want to go over to here. So let me get this straight here. The line comes through here. kind of weird how the signal went off. I don't know why that was. Well, that was weird. It doesn't like going down that track. I love those signals. Those are cool. What if I go down that way? Don't matter. That signal represents going that way. And the only way is you have to do right-hand running to get back on it, or else you do not get a light by the looks of it. Let me give that again. I imagine we'll get the same thing here. It's weird how the light goes out all of a sudden on that one. Let me try this one. See what we get that going that way. Man, there's some weird lights. So it doesn't like one light, but when you get, like, you close that off. Whoops, hang on. When you close that off, now it's doing it? What? Oh, it just died on me. Okay. Let me try this again. Give me one light. It don't like that. It says, screw you, I'm not going to take one light. How about that? Man, I get a different light every time. Normal? Don't like that. I don't know about some of these signals. These are just bizarre. Oh, give me a light again. Alright, so that's a red over green. That's just a red. Green. I don't know. Okay, enough playing with the signals. So, that's fine. I'm just trying to figure out the operation here. So, he comes in and, you know, he switches his industry or whatever the hell he's doing. I imagine he's got a dwarf or something on the other side to connect if he wants to. Or does he? I thought he did. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's just got a switch. Okay, so that's just a switch. There's no signals going there. And something street or other. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's just going nowhere. So I'm wondering if I can possibly make a tiny bit of a short line operation out of this. I don't really know what to do about that. Just because there's no spawn and there's really nothing else I can do. But I was thinking what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will call this Allied Chemical. I don't know what that first track is. That could be anything, really. So let's go with that. I'll call it ACY for Allied Chemical Yard. Now, do I want to... I'm going to call it a tank loader of chemicals. I guess. You never know. I mean, yeah. Chemicals are like a kind of an unknown phenomenon with me. I just want to get some loads in here, so that's why I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll make that a loader. So back to this again. I don't think I even have Allied. No, I don't have Allied Chemical. So I'll create a new industry. I'll call it Allied Chemical Yard. Oh, I don't like that when it does that. Allied Chemical Yard. I'll just say call it ACY. Local freight symbol. Whatever the hell we called it, Syracuse. We'll get it all set up before later on, and then we will load tanks. I don't know how many will fit in here. I guess we'll figure out soon enough. But I'll take a look here. I'll take a ballpark guess. If I was to guess, I would say approximately yeah, I might go with 30. Yeah, I think I will. I'm just looking at it now. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with 30. Because there seems to be a lot of excess storage for it as well, so if we get excess, that's fine. Again, 72 hours. And it'll go back to the port sub. We'll edit the tracks. Do the whole yard, whether it's reversing, normal, whatever. Yeah, maybe I won't go that far. How about I go like that? Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these industries. So General Chemical will have 12 cars. call it GCS for General Chemical Syracuse. I'll just call it Syracuse for now, but I may change this around to Finger Lakes or something like that, since it's kind of in its own little world. Maybe. What did I say? 12 cars? Yeah. It's 11:06 already. What don't you like? Oh yeah. Okay, here's where we'll have the hoppers, and even though it says Solvay paperboard, I'll just say it's kind of empty plastic. How about that? And there's about, I would say, 20 cars. Wow. Sure, why not? The more I can get, the more I can put in the yard, and then if there's overflow, then they can stay in the yard. Solvay paperboard, yeah, so SPB. Is that all one word? I can't tell. Yeah. Okay, so covered hoppers from the port sub will, I say 24 or 20? Yeah, 20. That are emptying every 72 hours. And oh yeah, gotta edit the tracks. Okay. So that takes care of that. So what'll happen is we'll have the we got this nice big yard here and extra storage or whatever. I don't know what's going to serve it. I don't know how the hell we're going to do it, but something's going to come into Syracuse off those signals, and it's just going to go into this yard, and it's bigger. It serves the industry, so that's kind of what it needs to do. These industries will get loaded up, so I think that's what the whole purpose of all that is. They're not representing the actual industries there. I think he's got it so that he's created a few extra industries for them to do their thing. Sounds good. Little Y area, so you know, can move around a bit. Okay, what else do we have? Of course, everything's changed from, you know, what we had there, but that's okay. So that's changed. Syracuse packaging somewhere. I don't even know where the hell that is. it's on the other side, huh? The team track. Where the hell's Syracuse packaging go? Right. I don't know where that is. Syracuse glass. Oh, there it is. It's by the Amtrak station. Okay, I can find that. Well, let me find the Amtrak station. Let me go back up. I don't know what city that's supposed to be in, or something to do with the Finger Lakes. Is that the Amtrak station? I think it is. Yep. So somewhere not too far off here, there was, I think that's too far. Well, maybe not. What am I talking about? That is the passenger station? What's this Y then? Isn't that the St. Lawrence sub? I'm confused. Oh, okay, I'm really confused now. Okay, hang on a second. He comes around the corner. That's the St. Lawrence sub. I don't know what the hell I thought I just saw then. Because the passenger station is after this, the sub, or whatever. So, what is this? Let's go back to this. There's just an extra track. That's kind of weird. Interesting. That's kind of just like its thing, or like some kind of commuter service or something, which is kind of interesting. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Syracuse packaging. Mind that. Just go in and. So you got 2 tanks. What do we have it as? Okay, well, we'll give them another tank. So 2 tanks to empty at Syracuse packaging. Sounds good. Let's see what this is. See, now I want to see what the Sims. Well, what the hell did I do there? Okay. Well, that's neat. Hello. Never mind that. So it's got Syracuse packaging in, which is right. We got Cooper Industries as well, but let me take a look and see what we got here when we're coming through. So Syracuse packaging. Oh, that's interesting. So what's this complete packaging solutions? That's interesting. Why is all my stuff moving around? It's like I got the, yeah, that's the mouse buttons all around, so all my stuff is moving. Something interesting is happening here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hello. I get it now. So we got Syracuse Packaging International. We've got complete in the area, but I don't think it's going to do anything else beyond here because I think that's all dead. Yeah. But that's interesting though. So what it's done is there's one little siding, but I don't think it's modeled. It's but they have, well, they got a lot of different industries though. So they don't really have room for the runaround track. It's not been modeled. Oh man. Now how do we want to do this? Oh, come on. Give me a break. Well, what I may do is just to give it the ability, I'll put it all in this one industry. And Cooper Industries, since it's inactive, I won't bother with it. As cool as it looks. Come on. How come I can't move? Oh, never mind. Are they all tanks? Or okay, there's hoppers too. All right. So one takes. I'm gonna call that the same place. I'm gonna call it off of here. I'll go with Syracuse Packaging, or not, or yeah, complete Syracuse Packaging, and I'll go with 2 tanks, 3 hoppers, and we'll call it for that. 2 tanks, 3 hoppers, all emptying. Sounds fair. I don't know if it'll all fit in there, but well, there's one way to find out. Best way to find out is to test it out. So, freight cars. Okay. So SYP, I'll go with that. Syracuse Packaging. Be right back. I gotta turn off the water for the dishwasher. Ugh. I'll try to squeeze 5 cars in there, and again, if we don't have room, then excess is fine. It'll just have to hold off. So, new industry. Syracuse Packaging. And I'll call it Syracuse again. And we're going to go with 3 hoppers. 3 covered hoppers. Port sub. And then 2 tank cars off the port sub. All unloading. With once again a 72-hour. Now the numbers are getting interesting because as they're getting higher, it should be distributed differently, but I gotta do some tests on that, and I might be able to do some of those tonight if things keep going the way they are. It's 11:25 Eastern. I'm still awake, so that's a good sign. I'll edit the tracks, see what we got. Yeah, that works. I think I can fit that. And we'll add that industry. Alright. Now, how far did I want to go here? So we got Bush Beer, and Slovenia. Which is just outside there. Bush Beer. I don't know where Slovenia is. What do they call the other one? Saviner? Oh, I remember now. That's in Rome. Okay. Bush beer, bush beer. Come on. Bush beer supply, Bush products. All right. So that's emptying boxcars of supplies, I guess, of something. So that ain't gonna be much, but then I'll head over to Rome and we'll at least get that started. Then we'll do some tests, and I might call it the night, or I might take a look around. We'll see. Whoa, did I go too far? Recycle? I don't know. Can't remember. Oh, I love the night and seeing the cars in here. It's really cool. Well, I gotta go past the control point into the fourth track, or track 8. So I think I'm okay. Oh, okay. There we go. So we're into the 4-track area. Oh, no, it's Worth beer. Bush beer. Okay, that's fine. So it's Worth beer. WBS. Worth beer supply just got 1 boxcar in it. Oh, and / woodworking. Worth bear supply. I think it's supposed to be beer, but we know what you meant. Okay. That's funny. Bush products, countertop. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. Hang on a second here. Maybe it is bear supply. Hang on. I gotta see this. Maybe the Run8's maps are off. I'm lost. Okay, hold on a second here. We get back on track. So we'll follow the line. We got a little ways to go anyway. So yeah, we're going around the curve. We're coming this way. Yeah. Syracuse glass. Model. Okay. Is this where it did it? Bush products. That's one. And wasn't the other one over here somewhere? Well, it really doesn't matter. Oh, what the hell's that? I hate when it does that. Because I think there was 2 in here. Okay, maybe I read it wrong. I thought it was beer. Worth bar. Alright. Worth bear. Bar? So it's not really a bear, it's a B-A-E-R. Well, we'll call it what it is. I like how it has the what they do, so but they're all boxcars anyways, so that's cool. So back to this again. New one. AER supply. WBS for Syracuse. I'll change the Switcher Industries or whatever the heck we're going to call them eventually. later on. Again, the reason why I was having the order, really the order doesn't matter now that I think about it. So whatever it is, it is. But having the different trains or whatever that service it, this is a supply train that potentially could be just stopping at yards and doing its thing. So we'll see. Process? No, we don't do that. I think there's only one boxcar here. Port sub. Empties for 72 hours. Is that what I wanted to do? I think so. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then Bush Products is the final one. I forget what that's supposed to be as far as that goes. BSH, okay. I'll go with it. BSH. Again, it's Syracuse. Yeah, they're gonna bring supplies in for these places, woodworking. They're just gonna bring in supplies so that they can make their stuff and send them out to the local industries. So they're not a major distributor. Usually, if it's a major distributor, they're gonna be a loader. If it's something small like that, they're generally gonna empty, but that's not always the case either. Just makes more sense. Like a tank farm, usually you're loading a lot of crap, but it's not always the case. Okay, so boxcars, again, port sub. We'll go with a 2 of capacity. We'll bring it to 72. And then, yeah, empty. Edit the tracks. I could put it there, but I want to put it there. I'd rather put it right at the end. But yeah, whatever. I'll put it there too, just in case. And then add that industry and save. Okay. Midler Park. Oh, okay. That's the name of this siding or whatever. Oh, Rome. We gotta go to Rome. Which is really cool that we're actually that far. Actually, we're up to even further than that. I don't know if I have to go to here. I forget exactly where we're at for the last one. Oh, Sovina. 12 tanks emptying at Rome. Okay. Let's take a look at that for a minute. Owl wire and steel. That's interesting. Okay, so Sylvina, let me, yeah, so I'm already over here. Let me just take a look here. This appeared to be like a major emptying, if I remember, and I wanted to do 12. Sovina SOV, 12 tanks emptying. I don't know if this thing's going to take 12 tanks, to be quite honest. Let me place that train. Yeah, I should be able to do it. I think those are, I can't tell if those are the bigger tanks or not. They look like they are. We'll see. It's going to be pushing it for sure, but I'll let them do the entire ladder, and we'll go with it. So, new industry, Savina, industry tag is SOV. This I'm going to name Rome for now, and tanks from the port sub again, 12 of them. For 72 hours, and I will add the tracks. I'm only going to do the first 3. I'll do the ladder just to make it easier, but I'm not going to do the runaround track. I'll even put it out there, but that's as far as I put it. There we go. It looks so cool. Add it. Save. Okay, so now I'm going through the various ones to see what we got. So we got 30 cars there, 47. I'm starting from the top, so 30, 47, 49. I don't even know what that is. 49. I'll just number that 72. $50, 62, that brings it up to 71. So now we're at 87. I'm just upping the numbers so because we're going to have a large turnaround for time. And we're not done all the industries yet. This is the ones that they've got. And the good thing is that's around Syracuse, or Syracuse, that's around Selkirk. 81, I think I was at. Oops. '82. '85. We're at 90 now. Looking good. And we're going to go a little bigger than that. We're not done yet. So 91. We're at 97 now. The experiment's coming up. 97. Ooh. Forgot about then. 97, 107, 117. 129. 132. 38. 158. This is good. $159. So 159. Now, so what we do with that is we go over to the port sub. And we go ahead and shift F2 to the AI traffic generation. Yes. Spawn points, we go to port sub. I think we made one the other day. Well, maybe we didn't. Or did I? Yes, I did. So it's the only one. It's a supply with all kinds of crap. And we spawn that. Now we're going to go take a look at it. See how it looks like. Oh, he's a little ways away. It's an interesting train. I don't see any of my trains, but that could be because I had to go in and out first, so maybe I'll do that. This could be where I have to go and exit the simulation, so let's try that. See what happens. I'm getting thirsty again. I know I'm not supposed to drink any more pop, but I might do it anyways. It's tomorrow's Friday, so I can make it. Trying to not drink as much pop, but yeah, extra, whatever, doesn't matter. Just go somewhere. Too bright. Reset the system, and then we'll go back. We'll go to here. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, to the port sub. Spawn points, and we want the port sub train, which we gotta go to him. Spawn now. Let's see what it gives us this time. There we go. Those are Syracuse's. So what it's done is it's now you notice the Syracuse and the Rome was separated, and this I gotta check that. Oh no, that's because of empties and loads. That's fine. So all your Syracuse's together. Oh, I called that Y Syracuse. That's why it did that. But so what we can do is we can have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun. I like fun. So let's just get a fleet signal going here. And I want to put it into this ship here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to compare a few, just spawn a few and see how they look. So I'm going to name this one, this is position saved to slot 1. Okay. I'm going to go and follow it. I think there's only the one signal, and then it just comes on in and does its thing, right? So once it gets past here, it's on to the south departure yard, where we're gonna pile up the stuff. So we're gonna pile it in here. I don't know if they'll all fit in there, to be quite honest. I don't know the lengths of these things, but I'll have to take a look, I suppose. So yeah, we're gonna try 5 trains and see how it goes. Hopefully we don't overfill the yard, but we'll see. So the first one's going to come here. I'm going to put this down to shift 2, so now we can go back and forth, right? Just like that. Now it's not going to come out on the main line. I don't think it can unless it has a switch, which we are not going to allow. We're going to keep the main lines set the way they are. Okay. And then what we'll do is once they're in the yards, we can compare them. First of all, let me check the lengths on these things. 5279 to me seems too long. I may have to put it into the, I might have to put it in the north departure, actually. That's not good. I don't want to put it into the arrivals. They're too long. Yeah, they're all too long. Let me just take one quick look here. Yeah, it's got, oh, I gotta go down to Selkirk. Dang it. I better hurry up or else he's gonna pass a signal. It's too I think those are too long. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I gotta do something real quick here. He's already here. I'll flick him. See if I can bring him further. So now he's coming down this way. Alright, that's okay. So yeah, I gotta throw that switch there. Throw this switch in here. Unless I want to put them in the bowls, which I could, I suppose, if I really wanted to, but I don't want to do that. Man, do I want to... Is there like another yard I can... Like a smaller yard, maybe? That's not big. That's too small. Okay, that's fine. So what I do is I have him coming up to F, and then he's just gonna... We're just gonna start filling up tracks by the looks of it. I guess we're gonna have to fill up tracks 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Or I'll do 10, 9, and 8 and leave it at that. Try 3 of them as a good sample. See how that goes. So let's try that. So yeah, he's a ways away. So yeah, we'll try that. Oh, I can cross over and do all those other yards. Wait a minute. I didn't think I could do that, but I guess I can. Well, he comes to the F. Oh, geez, yeah, I can go all the way over here. Okay. So maybe what I'll do is I'll reverse him, reverse, reverse, reverse. Well, let's do 3 to 7. That sounds like a plan. Oh, never mind that. Alright, sounds good. So you're going here, very good. And then we'll double cross these ones. Double off to that. And that takes him into this ladder here, which is where we want him. We don't want, I don't think we want the local yard. No, hang on a second, let me check. And we don't want that runner either. We want the, we want 3 first. Which would be, if I'm not mistaken, where did I put him? Dang it. Now I'm lost already. Yeah, I brought him, I crossed him here. I don't want to bring him down there, do I? Or do I? No, there, okay, now I see it. I see it now. Perfect. I think this is where I want to switch them right here. Oh yeah. Are we back at the runner again? We're back at the runner. How the hell do we manage that? I don't want the runner. I want the next one down, which is here. Actually, no, I'll keep it normal. That should do it. Okay. Is he here already? Wow. Okay. Cool. So he's going here, here. I guess. Well, that's the end of it right there. Alright. Well, we'll just figure out, and then let's just keep it going then. Oh, he's not getting a signal this time. That's okay. Is that because he's still on the line? Or he's got to get past out of this block first, I take it. Kind of cool. Let's take a look at that. Again, I don't know how the averages play. One thing I'm not noticing is I remember those industries for the box cars. That ain't them either. Got reefers, got all kind of crap going into wherever the hell that is. But some of the ones that I just put in. be interesting to see. My fear here is that it's going to try to meet most of the numbers, and then the small ones is just going to be a pain in the you know what. But okay, I'm gonna go over here and make sure. Maybe I'll put that Control 3. How about that? There we go. So. Okay, that light should go now. That light should go. It has to wait till it says it go, but it should go. I don't know why he's not going. He's no longer in the north departure. Helps if I give him the light he needed. I didn't have the fleet on, that's why. Alright. So let's try one more. He may not spawn it right away, but... No. Truck's not there. I want to take a look and see if those boxcars actually showed up in that train. Yeah, Knucklehead was me because I didn't want him running out of the line. Yeah, here's where... Oh, there's Bush. Well, we got Bush, so that's a good sign. But we need more than just Bush. So the reason why I'm putting them all beside each other is I want to be able to compare them. This is just to give me an idea of how random it really is, and is it giving it a fair shot, and do they actually go over capacity, which isn't such a bad thing, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll be back in a minute. I am thirsty, so... Okay. I think I can spawn the other one now. Yep. We'll take a quick look at him. Gotta try to stop drinking pop again. Yay. Yep, we knew the knucklehead did that. Okay, so I got a fleet signal now, so I should be good. Yep. I don't know when he does it, if he goes restricting once he's out of the control point or what, but we'll see. Let's take a look at this guy. So again, I don't see any more boxcars there, and this is the third train we've sent it. If the others start getting to overcapacity and it's not averaging it out across, then you know we're going to be kind of screwed. We'll know the counts very shortly. I'm using the wait, there's one right there. Wait, that's the that's WBS. Okay, so that's the other one, so that's a good sign. That one's a good sign. So it might be doing a pretty good job. I can hope, anyways. No, we're not going to get a signal there. Okay. Okay, is the other guy in yet? Or is he just coming? He should be on the way, I think. Yeah, that's him there. Okay. Be neat to once we start getting them side by side. Now, I didn't mean to get him that far in actually, see if we're back up a bit. not be able to do a detailed analysis tonight, but at least I'll get a rough idea. It seems to be at least trying to randomize. There's a goose. He's supposed to have 20. Let's see how many we've got here. Ah, perfect. So I did 7. Did 7 on that one. Let me go over to the other. That's a good sign. Let me see what the other one. The other ones are. That one's a little longer. It's got double. It's got 14. That's got 10. So we got 7, 14, and 10. Only 2 boxcars, so that's a little concerning. I mean, the one way around it is you wind up downing some of the other numbers and upping some of the others, but yeah, it's one of those things. But again, I'm not going to do a detailed analysis tonight. It's 20 after 12 right now. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with this. Train sizes, looks like this guy's going to be interesting. See the GCT or the QCT on that one? There's like an acid, a hopper, and a little shorty. Whereas the other side we've got 4 acid. It's kind of interesting. MCFs. see the SIGs there, but oh, there they are. Big difference in some of them too, huh? Well, hard to say where to go with that one. Let's see what this one looks like here. This is the fourth train, I think. There's another one for Bush. Well, you know, that's starting to, I don't know. The other thing that what might end up happening too is that some industries will have stuff and some days they won't have, you know, anything for it, so it might work out okay. Chemical. And if there's some industries that require more switches in between, then maybe we'll do that too. We'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Like, industries aren't cookie cutter. You got some industries that, you know, they need more switching or service. Others, you know, they'll be able to send it whenever or take it whenever, especially when empties are going out. Empties really don't matter so much. When these loads come in and they empty, if they're not needed to move, they don't need to move. So that's a good thing about it. Okay. Stop for the signal. comes out of the port sub, I'm wondering. Yeah, I got a way to get around them, so that's a good sign. If all of a sudden something shows up in the port sub, I should be able to. Good thing is the train for that will spawn further back, so worst case scenario, I can always come in and delete them. Of course, not that much traffic would be coming down here. I don't even have anything set up for it. There's more industries coming, so I don't know how volatile it gets with more industries coming, and the chance that it'll be picked is going to be tougher. So we might have to maximize some of the calls, like for some of those places that only like the ones that have like one or two box cars. I might have to split it up more, or even add more industries. Add in an oddball one. Places that look empty, but you never know, they might get the odd cars. We'll see. how you add industries in a nutshell. We still got more trains we want to add. So it's probably going to need some adjustments to be made, but we'll see. I'm just going to play with the experiments. We still have to add industries. Then we'll make some subtle adjustments. So the bigger industries don't get overrun by cars. We don't want to do that. How many supply trains we get in a 24-hour period? Like there might be 3 of them. Or sorry, 1 every 24 hours, I should say. If we're running a 72-hour cycle, then we'll see. I don't know yet. Unfortunately, we can't run 3 different trains from 3 different locations and have different stuff. Ideally, that's what I'd like to do. Then, you're basically combining, but instead you're bringing in 3 trains and they're going to help build the trains. This is where the hump could come into play. Hard to say. Getting closer. I don't think I really need to take a look around at anything. I just want to get this guy in. Turn this light off here. Not that it matters. He's a ways away still. We can adjust this as we go along too. There's no urgency as far as getting this stuff out yet. might be doing is I might run multiple mock sessions this weekend per day until I get into Sunday evening. That's, that's what I'm thinking anyways. But I don't know yet. How does everything else look like over here? I haven't really checked. So what my original plan was, originally, although I can't see it happening that way because there's going to be too many cars, was that I was going to send one train down and have it switch yards along the way. The issue with that is they're going to be adding cars to a yard that never really gets worked. So I can't see it happening that way. It takes at least it's going to take 3 trains to get close to their capacity because there's going to be more cars. And I might change it. Like some of them might be 72 hours. I may make some 7 days. Hard to say. I don't think I'll get as low as 24 hours. It's just asking for trouble. So maybe some around Syracuse, some of the bigger industries I might, but we'll see. Oh man, I'm tired. Come on, train. Oh. Tempted to delete this thing. It's taking too long. So yeah, I really think I'm going to have to bump up the smaller industries a little bit, just to give them a little bit more weight, and then tone down the bigger industries, because they're going to get plenty of potential the reason why the bigger industries, you tone them down, and what happens is they could go over or under capacity, but they'll definitely get something. But the little industries, then the ones that are common should get a little bit more. Well, like I said, if it doesn't trigger it, then it's not the end of the world either. I kind of like the less busy industries not having necessarily as much, so we'll see. There's Bush right there. Of course, I can have these trains potentially come in from various locations as well. The reason why I like the port sub is I can control it. The others I can't. I can't shut off one. It's in that there's like a capacity as well. I do want to save this. save as world. I'll just call it sample locals. Okay, that is it. Okay, so I can get rested and I should be back tomorrow with maybe a little bit more setup, but I'm really probably going to want to just run trains tomorrow. Probably a little bit more than 4 hours too by the looks of it, but we'll see. And if I get bored then I'll start doing stuff. But anyways, that's it for now, and I don't know if I'm going to be in during evening, daytime, whatever the hell it's going to be eventually, the time of day, but we'll figure that out. But I should be on, as far as real time, I should be on tomorrow evening sometime. Got a little bit of groceries to do, and that'll be about it. So anyways, have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow, back on Friday, because I got nothing else to do as far as I know. See ya.